Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm reviewing one of the most high-end professional monitors available right now, the ASUS ProArt PA32UCG. It's the world's first monitor to support Dolby Vision, HLG, HDR10, and variable refresh rate all in one screen. That's a huge deal for creators working across multiple standards, so if you're wondering whether this monitor is worth your money, stick around because I'll be breaking it all down: display, quality, color accuracy, HDR performance, build, features, and more. Also, the link to this monitor will be included in the video description below. Now, let's start with design and build quality. The ASUS ProArt PA32UCG isn't flashy or over the top. It's clearly built for professionals who need performance, not RGB. The overall design is minimalist and functional, with a matte black chassis, clean lines, and subtle branding. The stand is rock solid, fully adjustable with height, swivel, tilt, and pivot. It supports both landscape and portrait orientation, which is great for photo editors and code-heavy workflows. The base is heavy enough to eliminate wobble, but still compact enough not to hog your desk. The rear of the monitor includes large ventilation cutouts to help with thermal management, which is crucial given the mini LED array and high brightness capabilities. There's also a convenient carry handle, which sounds minor but is super helpful for moving a display of this size. And of course, it's VESA compatible, so if you want to mount it on an arm or a wall, there's no problem. Now let's talk about specifications and image quality. The display is a 32-inch IPS panel with a true 3840 by 2160 4K UHD resolution. The pixel density is sharp, and at 32 inches, you get the perfect balance of detail clarity and screen real estate. But what really sets this monitor apart is the color performance and HDR. This monitor supports a full 10-bit color depth and comes factory calibrated with a Delta E lower 1 accuracy. It covers 99% Adobe RGB, 99% DCI-P3, 100% sRGB, and 85% Rec 2020, which is absolutely lit for professional-grade work. Whether you are color grading a feature film or retouching ultra-high resolution photos, this panel gives you confidence that what you see is accurate. ASUS includes support for hardware calibration using their ProArt calibration software, which works with third-party colorimeters like the X-Rite i1 Display Pro and Data Color Spider. You can even store calibration profiles directly in the monitor, bypassing your GPU's LUT, which is essential for consistent color across systems. Now let's talk about HDR performance, because this is where this monitor absolutely dominates. This is the world's first monitor to support Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG in a single panel. You also get VESA Display HDR 1400 certification, which is currently the highest tier available. That means you're getting 1600 nits peak brightness, full area local dimming with 1152 zones, and true 10-bit rendering. In practice, HDR content looks stunning, bright highlights explode with intensity, shadows are deep and detailed, and the dynamic range between the two is massive. Whether you are mastering HDR content for Netflix, grading HDR videos for YouTube, or just watching Dolby Vision movies, this monitor delivers a seriously cinematic experience. There is zero edge lit blooming thanks to the mini LED backlight, and the local dimming zones do a great job preserving contrast even in complex scenes. This is arguably the most reference level HDR monitor available outside of 30,000 studio displays. By the way, prices on this monitor update almost weekly with sales and other general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, simply check out the video description and you'll find the latest prices. And of course, if you find this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Now let's talk about connectivity and ports. This monitor comes loaded with ports. You get two Thunderbolt 3 ports, which allows daisy chaining and up to 60-watt power delivery. There is also a full-size DisplayPort 1.4, two HDMI 2.0 ports, one HDMI 2.1 port, and a USB 3.2 hub with three downstream Type A ports. That HDMI 2.1 port is a nice surprise. It supports variable refresh rate, ALLM, and 4K at 120 Hz. This makes this monitor compatible with next-generation consoles like the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, or high-end GPUs for creators who game on the side. You also got a headphone jack, and support for daisy-chaining multiple monitors via Thunderbolt makes this a dream for professional workstations. Now, let's talk about ProArt features and software. ASUS bundles in its ProArt calibration software, which allows you to calibrate color profiles, create LUTs, and manage your monitor's presets. You can store profiles for different color spaces, sRGB for web, Rec 709 for broadcast, DCI-P3 for cinema, and so on, and quickly toggle between them. The monitor also supports ASUS uniformity compensation, which ensures brightness and color consistency across the entire panel, especially important for large 32-inch screens. Another neat feature is ASUS dynamic dimming, which adjusts the local dimming zones in real time based on what's on screen. You can switch between HDR modes like PQ hard clip, PQ optimized, and Dolby Vision depending on what kind of mastering work you are doing. Now let's talk about gaming and refresh rate. Now, while this is not a gaming monitor first and foremost, ASUS did not ignore performance. This monitor supports variable refresh rate from 48Hz to 120Hz, made it compatible with G-Sync, FreeSync, and HDMI VRR, so if you do some casual or semi-serious gaming, this monitor can definitely handle it. You won't get esports level performance, but for cinematic, immersive games, think Red Dead Redemption 2, Flight Simulator, or Cyberpunk, the visuals are breathtaking. The input lag is slow enough for casual gaming, and the fast refresh rate makes everything feel fluid. This is a monitor that works just as well in a creative workflow as it does for entertainment at the end of the day. Now, let's speak about speakers and audio quality. They're built-in speakers, but let's be honest, they are functional at best. They'll get you by for quick audio reference or video playback, but anyone working seriously with sound will want external speakers or headphones. There is no dedicated DAC or audio enhancement, and that's perfectly fine for this category of display. It's built for visual excellence first. Now, one thing you should know, with all the power under the hood, this monitor does get warm, especially during HDR workloads or long sessions with brightness cranked up. That's totally normal for mini LED technology, but ASUS has done a solid job managing thermals with rear ventilation and passive cooling. There are no noisy fans, and the unit stays stable even after hours of work. Build quality is rock solid, the metal stand, thick panel housing, and pro-grade materials make it feel like a serious tool, not just another gadget. This is built to live in a studio, endure daily use, and stay calibrated year after year. So, is it a good choice? To sum it all up, the ASUS ProArt PA32UCG is one of the most advanced and versatile monitors on the market today. It offers elite color accuracy, outstanding HDR performance, robust connectivity, and a feature set that's truly tailored for professional creators. From Dolby Vision to hardware calibration, from Thunderbolt to mini LED backlighting, ASUS didn't cut corners here. It's a tool made for people who care deeply about what they see on screen. So guys, let me know in the comments, are you planning to pick up this monitor, or are you going to stick with what you already have? That's it for this video, guys. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if this video was helpful, and make sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on this monitor. See you in the next one.